everybody, and welcome back to another great edition of my Grue Rume Show. And for the Grue Rume Show today, we got a very talented guy and an actor who starred in one of my favorite horror comedies, The Greasy Strangler. And I'm talking about Sky Elobar. And I am Rocco Cross. I am the host at Stutters, and I am the host of the Grue Room. And my interview with Sky will be coming up very soon. This is my Grue Room, and welcome to my nightmare. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome to Grue, and thank you so much for being a guest on the show. I've been looking forward to it.
Yeah, man, me too. We've been going back and forth here, with our crazy schedules. Finally, it's Grue.
Yes, exactly.
This whole old Hollywood thing, where they use their hands.
Yes, well, I'm Italian, so I always talk with my hands when I talk, and that's
like and I don't know how you do it in South Philly, but
yeah, there was like a couple times when I was doing the interview, and the guest was asking me like why I was moving my hands so much. They said, "You don't have to be nervous." I'm like, I'm not nervous.
I'm Italian.
Yeah, exactly. Just saw my hands are going like this and moving a mile a minute. And she was like, you don't have to be nervous. I see your hands moving a lot. I said, no, I'm not nervous. I'm just Italian. I said,
Hey, wait a second, man. Let me check my I'm on my phone data.
Okay.
Which is going to break up. Let me go on the internet.
Okay.
There, because there won't be any.
Oh, wait, you just froze. Let me see you there. Wait, let me pause this until you get back on. Here we go. Yeah, I paused it until you came back. Okay, we're good.
Okay, cool, man. We got that out of the way. So
exactly.
I had when we were my wife's family's from Philly.
Oh, really?
We went across the bridge to this place called Elsie's. They make pickle sandwiches. Have you had the pickle sandwiches?
No, I never had that yet.
It's a gigantic pickle for bread, and they route it out, and they put lunch meat and everything in it. It's delicious.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's right across the bridge, man. Elsie's, right near Camden.
Okay. All right.
I'm surprised you guys have a lot of good food there anyway.
Well, yeah.
So,
no, but that actually sounds really good. Like,
yeah, man, I love
a giant pickle with lunch meat in the middle. Oh my God,
and cheese and tomato and all this stuff. Man, it's crazy. So, what's the best cheesesteak in Philly?
Well, I mean, everyone says Pat's or Geno's, but I mean, they're good. Like I have to say Pat's is good because my cousin works for Pat's. My favorite cheesesteak is actually a little shop that's like Pat's and Geno's. It's called Phillips. And Phillips Steaks is like around 24th and Oregon. And oh my God, their cheesesteaks are so good. Like they put a lot of meat in them, and yeah, that's
everybody knows Pat's and Geno's, but there were these two girls that came down from New York. They have a YouTube channel, and they were checking out the best cheesesteaks, and they found a couple others that are like, they showed them making it. Wow, really great stuff, man. Like Pat's is like a legendary.
Well, yeah,
Pat's and Geno's.
Yeah,
but there are other ones there that are really great.
Yeah, no, I mean Pat's and like them and Geno's are just for the name. Like whenever someone out of town comes here, like the first question they ask is like, "Can you point me to Pat's? Can you point me to Geno's?" and that's good. And then they go eat it, they like it, but me, like I there's better cheesesteaks than them.
Are the Geno's and Pat's? It's family owned still, right?
Hmm.
It's
Yeah.
an Italian family, right?
Yes.
Yeah, of
Yes.
course, of course. Manja, manja.
Manja with the cheesesteak.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
Anyway,
the lines are always long too, because like I mean, if you're coming out of a club or a bar and it's like 2 o'clock in the morning and you see the line
oh my
around
God.
Pat's and Geno's is so long because everyone wants to eat right after they get smashed.
The money these guys are making. Oh my God. It'll be there forever, for generations.
Definitely, definitely.
So what do you do there, man, in Philly?
Oh, what for work?
Yeah.
I actually work as a office clerk for lawyers, which is
Reuters?
no lawyers,
Oh,
lawyers.
lawyers. Okay. I
Yeah,
thought you
like I
said Reuters.
yeah, I'm one of the clerks, like the ones who get them their like copy papered or pens and pencils and all that stuff. And
And not like a paralegal type dude.
it's almost like I mean I'm not on that level like that. I didn't go to school for that, but it's like it's similar to it without the college.
Right. Great, dude. If we ever have legal problems in Philly, man, we might have to call you up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man. Right on.
Thank you. So, like the first thing I wanted to ask you is, I mean, probably a question you get asked all the time is, what drew you to want to act? Like, what's the reason that made you fall in love with it?
I kind of got pushed into it. It was kind of pushed. That wasn't really my thing
Oh,
going
oh,
forward.
wow.
I was in music before. I was in a band and we were doing really well, and we're from the Pennsylvania area, and we played at JC Dobbs and North
Oh,
Star and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Khyber Pass and
Yes.
on and on and on. I don't even know if JC Dobbs is still there on South Street, but we
Dobbs
played the
Dobbs
yeah,
closed for a
yeah.
while, then it went under another name, but now it came back as Dobbs again.
Oh, great. Not JC Dobbs, but Dobbs.
But Dobbs, yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah. And then we played at the Cabaret a long time ago in what's the name of the town, the little town there, the Upper Darby.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
And they closed those. But I was doing music before I ever got into acting. I got kind of pushed into it, and then I got hooked because it's a lot of fun, and it's really great to act, to get into a
Oh,
role,
yeah,
and you know and to be in that world for a period of time, and then
definitely.
yeah. So I didn't really like have I didn't really have an epiphany. This is what I want to do, you know. Thank you, God. No. Anyway,
So, I saw like a couple television shows you actually were part of, and like My Name is Earl was one of them. I used to
yeah,
watch that show like all the time. That was so funny, that show.
yeah, I got a little part in that at the very beginning, and then it was great meeting those two guys.
Mhm.
Jason Lee's hilarious. I don't know what he's done since, but
Yeah,
he's incredible, man. That show is
I
great.
know. It was so funny.
Just was an era there where these shows were coming up, and they were really creative and really funny. I don't know what happened to that, but
Yeah,
kind
I don't know what happened
of
either.
yeah. Good shows are hard to come by these days.
I know
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. But net 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 Netflix has been like doing a lot of good shows like the with Stranger Things, and
Oh yeah.
so
Is
like
that
they've been doing good with that.
Netflix? Yeah, that's Stranger Things. Yeah, Netflix. That's really good. I watched the first season. I loved it. Started the second season. I don't know if I got through the second season.
Oh, really?
I wasn't into it as much as I was the first season.
Yeah.
I don't know why, I just fell off.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's one of those things. But there are a lot of great shows out there. Don't get me
Oh,
wrong.
definitely,
But they're
definitely.
like, My Name is Earl. I haven't seen anything quite like that.
Yeah.
Maybe It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
That's funny.
That's
That
another
is.
one.
Yes,
That was
that's really fun.
really, and those guys are coming back, right?
That's what I heard. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So anyway, I was in that. I was in My Name Is Earl, and I was in the Kroll Show. We did the Philadelphia against Pittsburgh thing. Did you
Nice.
see that?
No.
Oh, you got to see that. Where it's Philly against Pittsburgh. Oh, you'll get a kick out of this,
Oh, that's
man.
awesome.
And John Daly is from Pittsburgh, and I'm kind of working with him. And Kroll is over doing a pawn shop in Philadelphia, and it's back and forth. You got to watch it, man. You will die laugh.
Oh my God, that sounds so funny. And you also did I saw you were in a few of those is cocktails.
Oh, Tropical Cocktails. Did you see
Hmm.
that? That's a
No.
more that's a more recent thing. It's streaming on HBO now.
Okay. Okay.
So you can see that. That's really funny. That's a Jim Hosking. The same guys that did the Greasy Strangler did
Oh,
Tropical Cocktails.
really?
And it's really, really funny.
Oh, that's
Crazy.
awesome.
It's crazy.
Okay, I will definitely watch it then.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So we're doing a couple things there. Let me get my thing here. Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Looking for
I mean, it kind of looked like you were ready to dive into the ocean there. Like I saw you going towards the
yeah.
water.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you like my thing, huh?
Yeah, yeah, it's funny. I like it.
Thanks.
And can can Candy Corn was another film you were part of, and if I remember, like that's a horror movie, right?
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, yeah. Okay,
John
that's the one I'm
Carpenter
thinking of.
type
Hmm.
horror movie. And the director, Josh Hasty, that was his first movie, and he's from Cleveland.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we came out to Ohio to shoot that in a little small town in Ohio. That's why it's got that weird. If you've seen it, it's got a real weird, uh, aura about it.
Yes, definitely, definitely.
Yeah, yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Nice. And
And
and like
that What's
that
that?
that was Halloween themed.
It's really a lot like it's John Carpenterish. A lot. And you can tell Josh is a big fan of Carpenter, so little of that rolled off. And
Okay.
but it's unique in its own way. Tell everybody out there to check it out. It's great.
Yeah.
It's on. It's streaming on Showtime, I think.
Oh, okay. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when that actually first came out, and I watched it, and it was really good from what I saw. And
I
you
thought
know
so too.
I'm a big horror fan, so I always love to try to check out like all the new horror films that come out, whether it's like mainstream or low budget. Like if it's a horror film, I'll give it a chance. I'll watch. I don't
Awesome.
care. I don't care if $5 was spent on it or 500.
Right.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
So, like, how did you wind up getting involved with this horror comedy, The Greasy Strangler?
I had been working with Jim, the director, on a couple shorts prior to that, short films, Renegades and Crabs, and they hit the film circuit, and he got a lot of interest from those, and got the feature film and sent me the script and said, you can play Braden, and that was pretty crazy, man.
Yeah, it definitely was.
Yeah. So a lot of that. It's a film that keeps on giving, because
Yes.
people call me all the time and say, I got a part in mind for you, right? Let's do this, let's do that,
wow.
because they saw The Greasy Strangler.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, definitely. And we're doing the convention circuit. We're in Atlanta, we're in Indianapolis, we're in
Nice.
Kentucky, we're in Vegas, we're going around Phoenix. Want to come to the one in Philly. I don't know if you have any connections to that.
Well,
Is it
they're actually,
Mania?
yeah, the Monster Mania is in Jersey. Like, Philly doesn't, for some reason, that's big of a city to Philadelphia is they don't have any horror conventions.
They have a Gettysburg. There's
They do, yeah.
There's one in Gettysburg that we wanted to come to, and the guy was thinking about bringing us. But if you have any connections with any of them to get us in there, that'd be awesome, man.
Oh, yeah, okay, all right.
We'd love to get the Greasy fans out on the Northeast, because they
definitely.
they don't usually drive to Indiana or Kentucky,
Okay. So I have to ask, like, when you got the script for this movie and playing Braden, like, what's like the first thing that went through your mind when you saw some of the stuff that was written in this?
I thought, this guy's out of his mind. No doubt about that. I thought this will never get made. This is so out there.
Yeah.
That's really what I thought. And then when we made it, I thought, I put 1,000% into this film. I feel good that it's a unique piece of art.
Oh, but definitely.
I thought nobody's gonna like this. It's never gonna hit any. One of those things, man. You can never tell.
Yeah. I mean, something like that. I could see why you were thinking that, because like some of the things that were written in there, you're like, I said no one's gonna. But then, like, it caught on, and eventually over time it became a cult classic now that, like, the horror fans love it.
But you got to kind of thank Elijah Wood and
Him?
Ann Timpson and Andy Stark, those guys, those producers. They got behind
Elijah Wood produced it.
Yeah, and they got behind it. Andy over at Rook Films in England got big time behind it, sent it out to, Elijah Wood and Aunt Timpson, and everybody kind of rallied around it at that point. If it weren't for them, it would have never been made.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were the real reasons it got made.
Oh.
It wasn't me. I can't take credit for that.
Well, I'm sure Elijah Wood has a lot of pull.
Yeah, he's got a lot of pull, and he said, "This is so crazy." He was like, "This is so crazy. This is so insane. It's got to be made." you know. So thank
That-
him, man. Thanks, Frodo, dude.
Okay, I definitely will now. So how was it like when you were told that you were going to actually share most of your scenes with Michael St. Michael's, who's playing your dad, and the father-son bond that's there?
Well, we kind of rehearsed beforehand, so I got a feel for him and his approach to this. So we kind of melded. I kind of, it's like when you're in a band and you're playing
Yeah,
with the drummer. You're a bass player. I'm a bass player, and I'm playing with the drummer. Nothing's perfect. You're listening to him. He's listening to you, and you're kind of, get a feel for each other and work it out. So it's tight. Same thing. It's same thing as you just listen and you try to work around somebody's style and work with them, you know. So that's what it was, really. We rehearsed and I got a feel for how he was going to do it, and
yeah.
that really helped me. I know that.
Well, I mean, it definitely showed because, like, you and Michael, like, you've had a certain bond with that film, like the way you both fed off of one another, like how he would
Right,
say a line and then you would come back with
right.
something, and then the jokes and everything that fell and
Yeah,
bullshit artists.
yeah, yeah. That came out of nowhere, right? Walking down the street in our pink outfits, and boom, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was funny because I interviewed a while ago Michael about the movie too, and
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah,
good.
yeah, and he was saying, like, what one his favorite line in the movie was you know y- you're not getting any free drinks when they're all going free drinks, free. He says no free drinks, and he said that was like his favorite line for the movie. And what about you? Like, there's so many classic lines, so many funny lines in this movie. What would be yours?
You're the biggest horseshit and bullshit artist in the world. Oh, there's so many, man. But
I know there really is, though. So,
yeah, don't be a smoothie with her. That
yeah,
kind of stuff. Don't be a smoothie. Who says that? Who says don't be a smoothie?
yeah. I mean, like, me, like, I I love it because, like, I saw the movie, then I showed my cousin the movie, the one who was supposed to come on, and then he loved it, and all he kept doing was texting me, you're a bullshit artist, you bullshit artist. and then um and then I went to go see my dad and stepmom in Carolina, and I showed them the movie, and they loved it, and
Wow.
they were doing the same thing, and now, like, me, my cousin, my dad, and my stepmom all, like, make that as a joke now. Every time we say
Bullshit
something, they'll
artist. Where do they live in South Carolina or North Carolina?
North.
Because we did a convention out there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's called the Mad Monster Show, the Mad Monster
Oh, I heard
Party.
of that. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
my dad and stepmom really like, I didn't know if my stepmom was gonna like it because of all the sexual stuff, and but yeah, but she actually really liked it. She was laughing, and my dad liked it. And I remember when Michael saying Michael comes out through the car wash butt ass
Oh.
naked, and my dad's like, "How's a man his age have a dong that big?"
Were you there when they were watching it or not?
Yeah, yeah, I was there.
When you left the room, they looked at each other and they're like, play along with him, play along with him. So are they near Myrtle Beach?
I think my stepmom said they're about 2 hours from that.
Oh, okay,
Because
okay,
they live in this like little tiny town, La Grange, and
okay,
that's about like 45 minutes from Raleigh.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Because there's a couple really big Greasy fans there. They own in Myrtle Beach. They own like a tennis shoe, not tennis shoes, but sports shoe shop in the mall there in Myrtle
Okay.
Beach. And they're huge fans. And the father's a police officer and he's a huge fan. And they do a lot of movies there. Like they just shot Halloween there.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah. Yeah, they shot Halloween there. And the
Wow.
dad works all the movies as a cop. He works like, you know, like making sure everything's nobody gets past the set and like goes crazy with these dudes, you know.
Okay.
There's a lot of crazy dudes out there that'll break the barrier and come in and try to kill you and shit.
Oh damn.
Yeah. You know, you live in Philly, man. There's a lot of lunatics in Philly, right?
Yes, definitely. Definitely.
So how far are you from Westchester?
Not too far. It's about I'm probably
There's a
about like
pizza
40 minutes, 35
there's a
minutes from West.
there's a pizza place over there, Westchester Pizza. Have you ever
Oh,
had their
really?
pizza? Oh
No.
yeah. Oh man. Check them out on Instagram.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because my cousin actually just started college there.
Yeah,
West
Westchester
Westchester
Pizza.
University. Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
he actually just started college there.
Wow, how is it?
He loves it. Like he was texting me the other day. He said it's so nice and the area is nice and quiet and there's a lot of places to go out and eat and
Right on, man.
he hasn't seen the Greasy Strangler yet. I have to show him it.
You're gonna lubricate everyone, man.
And it lubricates my throat.
Yeah, man. You gotta it's gotta go down, it's gotta lubricate.
the my, my stepmom loves the one line with the guy with they're like he said what kind of what's the chits made out of puto.
Well, excuse me, I'm sorry to ask, what did you say? And they go back and forth for like 2 hours, you know, the whole movie.
Oh my god, that was so funny. Like she couldn't stop laughing. Like the whole like we had to actually watch that part twice because she laughed so much throughout the first one.
And those three guys are hilarious, huh?
They are. Oh my
They're
god,
really,
yes.
really hilarious. The Indian guy, the Swedish guy, and the African guy. Wow. Insane, man.
And
Yeah.
and then your dad goes and goes after them for wanting the free drinks.
Pretty much. They should have just kept it quiet, dude. Once he said, "Where are you staying?"
Yeah.
I know that place. I wasn't on that set that night because it was just the tourists
Yeah.
and the Greasy, and
Mhm.
but we went later, like just about a year ago. No, it was before COVID, I think. No, it was
Okay.
COVID. It was after COVID. One of the fans from Omaha, Nebraska, came out and he did a tour with a bunch of people. And we went
Nice.
to the house again. We went to the car wash. We went to the hotel. It's crazy. Really fun,
Wow.
man.
Nice.
Yeah. We got to get a tour going out here. Disco tour.
Yeah, exactly. You have to wear your pink shirt and everything and do the disco
Yeah,
tour.
I got it, dude. I have it. I'm ready. A
And
lot of disco in Philadelphia, I hear.
yeah, and like it's actually coming back. Like there, I was shocked when I saw it. Like there's actual bars here that play nothing but that.
Yeah, yeah. There's a lot of great disco bands coming out of
Definitely.
Philly back in the '70s. They say. I just read an article. This famous producer and all the things he did right down there at that famous studio in South Philadelphia.
Okay.
There's a famous studio. I don't know if it's still there, but it was a
Uh,
famous studio where they did all those bands, man.
oh
All those
wow.
famous the Tramps. You ever hear of the
Really, the
Tramps?
Tramps? Yeah.
They're from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
They're from South Philadelphia,
Mm-hmm.
and on and on and on. Great acts.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, man.
And my best, like the scene I I love best in the Greasy Strangler, and I don't know if it's your favorite scene that you were part of, is when Braden and Janet first have sex, and Braden's like, "Am I doing it right, Janet? Am I doing it right?"
You know, you kind of have to ask, right?
So, what was the scene that you liked filming the most?
Um, there's so many scenes. I like the one in the woods where we're like roaming around and then we're chasing Ricky Prickles in our costume. I like the theater scene too, where I come
Yes,
into the
yes, with
theater
Janet.
and we kill Janet, you know? A lot of good scenes.
Oh my God, there's so many good scenes in that. There really is.
Yeah, let me think, man. Dunking myself into the grease, into the vat of grease. You know, where I go down into that vat.
Yep.
That was fun.
So how did they feel like I mean, I'm sure they really didn't have grease on you, right? Like how did they film how did they film that?
We had these costumes. They were custom made like things that we zipped up in the back and that was like tight. It looked like they were textured. It looked like grease. And what they
Gosh.
did is they had this stuff called ultra ice
Oh.
that they put on it, made it look really like slimy and like it glistened a little bit. They added that and then they put all this other stuff over us on our
Oh wow.
faces and it was hard to get off, man.
I'm sure it was.
It's hard to wash off. God, clogged up my drain.
Oh my God.
Shit. Yeah, there was tons of that shit. And I mean, thank God they just didn't like put that on our bodies.
Well,
It was
yeah, exactly.
suit, but it was basically on your head and on your hands. So at the end of the day, it all dried up. So
Mm.
you had to wash that off with hot water, and it was hard getting it off, man. I had to come home at night, like 12 midnight. I spent an hour or two in the shower trying to get that shit out of my
Oh
hair
my
and everything.
God.
And Michael did the same thing. He was like, I can't get the stuff out of my hair. And
Oh my God, that's crazy.
yeah, that was the 1,000% right there.
Well, yeah, definitely. You
Yeah.
were
I was like,
dedicated to your
nah, I
role.
don't put that stuff on me. But you have to put this on. No, I don't want that on. Let's do something else. There's nothing else we can do.
Well, you're definitely dedicated to your work.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. And I always ask guests when I have them on when they're talking about a film, like, was there any funny behind the scenes stories that happened while you were on set?
Like where we were laughing?
Yeah, like anything funny happened behind the scenes, like
There was no laughing on my part. It was like really, really hard work, and we were like serious. And if that sounds like a situation where you have a major budget.
yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
you have 30, 40, 50, 60, $100 million, where you can
Mhm.
take your time and laugh a little bit and
Yeah,
relax.
exactly.
This is like a really, really low budget movie. I know it
Uh,
doesn't look like that, but we kind of had to do everything. Like we had our shots that we had to do in one
gotcha.
day. Okay, we were going to do 6 scenes. We're going to do 10 scenes today. We weren't sitting around laughing. It was like, we got to get this shit done.
Yeah, yeah,
Or,
yeah, yeah. Okay.
yeah, it was like that. I don't know what
Oh,
Michael
wow.
said, but if he said that, if he said he was laughing and having jokes, he's BSing. He's a bullshit artist. Because there was no jokes, man. There's
He's
no
a
joking
bullshit.
around. He's a freaking bullshit artist. He's a massive bullshit artist. He's the biggest horseshit and horseshit artist in the world. Anyway,
Well, I mean, after filming that, you probably didn't want to eat grease or cook with grease anymore, right?
that didn't bother me because I like grease.
Okay.
That bothers that I couldn't believe people when at Sundance that were watching it were like, ooh, I kind of like my sausages greasy, man. I like this stuff greasy.
Well, you don't put grease in your coffee like Michael did,
No,
right?
I don't do that. I don't do that. But that people have done that before. You've heard of butter in coffee, right?
Yes, yes, definitely.
I mean, it wouldn't be that bad, but I mean, I don't think it's that bad.
I,
But
yeah, I never had grease in my coffee. Like I
but
don't know. I don't know if I
I
want to
mean,
try it.
cream is essentially cow grease, cow
That's
fat,
true. That's true. You're right
but
about
it's just
that. You're
whipped
right.
and it's done in a way. But actually putting a stick of butter in your coffee, I know those people that say they've done that and they say it's
Hmm.
great, but
Hmm.
I drink my coffee black anyway.
Oh, okay.
You put cream in your coffee?
Some some sometimes I do drink a black, and then sometimes I crave something sweet, so I'll put like the creamer, flavored
Oh, okay.
creamer. I try to stay away from sugar, so I'll use like flavored creamer.
The only time I put cream in my coffee is when the coffee is like terrible.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
coffee's really good, you don't want to hide it with cream.
you're right.
You want
You're right
like
about
it's
that.
but anyway, they didn't have great coffee on the set. Their food
Okay.
wasn't either good, very good either. But that's the budget, man.
Well,
You
yeah, of
know,
course.
they weren't flying in food from Philadelphia.
No, no, they weren't giving you cheesesteaks on set.
Yeah, I was on a show once where Jerry Bruckheimer flew in hot dogs from New York.
Really?
Nathan's hot dogs,
Oh
Coney
my
Island,
God.
and he flew them in. They were fresh, and they were making them, and it was like you were at Coney Island. It's insane.
That is insane. Oh my God. Yeah, well, yeah, of course he has the money. Yeah.
He's got the money.
Of course, of course.
But if you can do that, right? Do it.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Wow.
who's got the best pizza in Philadelphia?
Ooh. You know, actually, Jersey's pizza is better than Philly now.
Yeah,
Like Philly's pizza places, like a lot of the pizza places are average now. But
yeah.
I like Sto Stogie Joe's. It's like a pizza bar thingy that's out here in South Philly. Like they make the square pizza and they make it different. Like they put the cheese and then the sauce on top of the cheese.
Is that like a Detroit pie?
I don't know.
I
Is
think it's
that?
like Detroit. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's how they make it there.
Yeah, I think so. They put the cheese first and then the sauce and then the pepperoni on top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought it was something new.
And
I was like,
is it
I never
crunchy?
saw pizza
Is it
like this.
crunchy? Is it
And
crunchy?
yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. I like the crunchy square slices.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Anyway.
okay. So I thought that was actually something new. So because I never heard that. I always knew the cheese being on top of the sauce, but
You know what you have to do, man, is go on Instagram and put in pizza and start looking at the pizzas.
yeah.
There's a lot of pizza out in Philadelphia and around that looks really great, like that Westchester pizza.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
I'm definitely gonna try that because I told my cousin once he's back in school after his Christmas break that I'm gonna go see him. So if I go up and see him, I'm gonna ask him
Check
about
it
that.
out and come on back and tell me how it is. My wife's brother, I told him to check it out.
Oh, all
They're
right.
close to there.
Yeah.
They're
All
pretty
right.
close to.
That's something I have to. I'm definitely gonna try it when I go see my cousin in college. I'm definitely gonna try that.
Extra grease, please.
Extra grease. And I always ask guests this when I have them on because I'm a big horror fan. Are there any horror films that you love watching?
uh, there's a horror TV show,
Okay.
the Guillermo del Toro TV show, The Strain. Have you seen
Oh,
it?
yes.
I watched all 4 seasons of that. I'm sorry and I like the British Penny Dreadful
Yeah. Okay.
with the James Bond guy, Timothy Dalton,
Hmm.
and oh, that was great, man. 4 seasons. They stopped it. I don't know why. It was just excellent. Did you
Nice.
watch that on Netflix?
I never saw that show yet. I did see the
Not the new,
Strain though.
not the dude that wrote the British version
Mhm.
got came over and did an English version. He did Penny Dreadful over here, and it's not that good.
Oh,
Same
okay.
writer, but
Okay.
the one over there is really, really scary, man.
Oh, all
Oh
right.
yeah,
I'll definitely
and
watch that.
it's got Frankenstein in it.
Really?
It's got Dracula in it. It's
Yeah.
got all these weird. It's really creative, and it's fucking
Nice.
scary. Yeah, I love that, and that's the TV shows. I don't really watch much horror. Um,
Okay.
I did when I was a little kid. It scared me, and I just said, why don't I want to sit around and be scared? The Exorcist.
The Exorcist. Yeah.
Oh God, I liked Alien,
That was a really good movie. I like that.
the first one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not the ones after, but the
Well,
first
yeah.
one.
Yeah.
And I like The Shining.
Oh, with Jack Nicholson.
That was
Yes.
fucking great.
He was amazing in that movie. Oh my God.
Great,
Just
dude.
Jack Nicholson always plays a good crazy man.
Yeah, he's really good in that, dude. That's 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 like that's horror, but it's got another dimension to it,
Definitely.
which I like, when it's like not just straight
Oh yeah,
slasher.
definitely.
I've never seen Halloween.
Oh really? Get out.
No, I've never seen it.
Oh wow. Okay.
I've never
Okay.
seen Friday the 13th.
Oh, or like Freddy or Chucky or
No,
any of them.
never seen it.
Okay. Okay.
It's just it's not my jam.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just. But I did like Evil Dead with
Oh yeah. Yeah,
with oh
Bruce
man, that
Cam
was
Campbell. Yeah.
great. That was
Yes.
great.
Yes.
And I that was a TV show though, right?
Yeah, it it was a
It's a
movie, but
movie. Yeah,
then they made it into a TV
movie
show
was
like
great. I
years
saw
after the
that.
movie. Yeah.
That was sensational. He's something else, man.
Oh
He's
my
great.
God, yes.
So who would you talk to get the greasy guys in Philly or in New Jersey or in wherever?
You know, I'm actually gonna go on their page and look up like who's in charge. I'll tell them about like my show, how I interview all different
Yes.
kind of horror people, and
Yes.
I'll see what they say. Like,
Yeah.
cause um I have to ask my friend. My friend actually used to work there at Mania because
He did?
he was one of the guys that would sit down with the stars and and
Oh, and interviewing
get
him.
get the money from the fans and take the
Oh, wow.
pictures. And
Wow.
so
Okay.
I don't know if he still works there or not. I'm gonna ask him.
But if you get them on the line, you say, basically say this, we can do this two ways. You can bring the greasy boys out to the Monster Mania, or we can break your fucking legs.
Okay, I have to do my Italian mob voice then.
There is still an Italian mob in Philly, right? Or is it gone?
Oh yeah, there's still some around, yeah.
Oh my God.
um, and,
Classic, dude.
and what's currently on your playlist? Like, what kind of music are you listening to now?
Um, I listened to last night. I listened to Judy Garland singing "Smile." You know the song
Okay,
"Smile."
I think so.
I listened to all these because I we were watching a show. We were watching this Netflix show, and
Okay.
I heard "Smile" in the background being played. So I thought, wow, they mentioned that Dionne Warwick sang this, and I'm like, I don't remember Dionne Warwick singing "Smile." So I went back and I listened to Nat King Cole sing
Hmm.
"Smile," and I listened to Buble, the Buble guy, the
Okay.
singer, sing
Okay.
"Smile." Michael Jackson sang "Smile,"
Oh.
uh, and Judy Garland. All these people. It's on YouTube, and I was
Oh.
listening to that, um, and it blew my mind how great Nat King Cole was again. Listen to that, his version of "Smile."
Okay.
It's insane. And then I also listen to a lot of jazz. I listened to Weather Report. I just listened to their show they did in Boston in 1972 with the original members of Weather Report. It was insane. So I listen to jazz. I listen. It comes up on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube, and I'll
Yeah.
click on it, and it'll
Yeah.
get me going. And I kind of listen to stuff through YouTube,
Oh
just
wow.
going through, um, listen to Stevie Wonder, uh, the Police, everybody, rock
Oh.
bands, Led Zeppelin. I'll go back to one of their live shows. It's great because a lot of these old live shows are on there. You get to really
Well,
see
yeah,
what they
yeah,
were like
exactly.
live.
Yes.
Crazy.
Yes.
Why? What do you listen to?
I'm more of like rock metal, like
You know what
I
I
don't.
listened to today? Disturbed.
Oh, nice.
You're down with the sickness. Have you
Down with
heard
the
that?
sickness. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That guy is fucking
I
great.
know, I know.
And then I listened to his solo version. Was it Disturbed, or was it him solo doing Paul Simon's Sound of Silence?
I think it was him
It's a
solo. I think so. Yeah.
Really, that guy can sing.
I know.
And
His voice is incredible.
who is that guy? Where's
Oh
he
my
from?
God. I can't think of what his name is now.
But it's way back. That's like 20 years ago. Disturbed, right? And System of a Down.
Yeah. Chop, chop, chop suey.
Yeah. And
Chop
I loved Chris Cornell. I loved Audio Slave.
Yes.
Man, what if maybe the greatest rock singer ever, maybe.
And that's a shame he passed.
Man.
I know his voice. Whew, I know. You're right.
Dang, dude. Wow.
Yeah.
That guy and it's like he's singing there and he's not even moving his mouth. It's like I saw him live and he didn't even move his mouth, and he's singing like effortlessly, dude. Right? He's an effortless singer.
No,
Great singer.
He was amazing. Like he really was like one of the top rock singers ever.
You know who a good friend of mine is? It's going to blow your mind. He invited me to go on his tour and check out the new tour they're doing.
Oh.
Phil Anselmo, Pantera.
Yeah. Wow. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I hope you like Pantera.
Oh yeah, of course.
Dime, man.
Wow.
They're doing a reunion, world reunion. They're going to be all over the world. They just did some shows down in South America, and they were unbelievable. It's got Zakk Wylde on guitar.
Nice.
From Ozzy.
Nice.
So when we were playing, we had a show in Pittsburgh, and Zakk Wylde and his guitar player Nick Castanelli. Not Castanelli. I'm forgetting the guy's name, but they were just starting the Black Label Society.
Oh, okay.
And they were doing a solo thing, and they opened for us.
Really?
Yeah, I got to meet Zakk Wylde.
Wow.
Acoustic. They were just working out songs for Black Label Society.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. He's a great guitar player, man.
Oh my God, he's one of the best. Him and Slash, I think, are like one of the best.
So are you a guitar player?
Nah, I'm not.
What? No. Oh, okay. You're just a big music fan.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of rock and metal, but never played anything or yeah.
Philly, dude. There's a lot of great players that came out of Philly, huh?
I know.
What was the band that had a pretty good run there from York, Pennsylvania? Like late 90s, early 2000s.
I mean, there's like a lot of artists that came out of Philly.
Yeah, this is a band, a really good singer, and anyway, I'll think about it later. Right on, man.
Definitely. And lastly, like, where could fans find you at? Where could they follow you at?
On Instagram, Sky Elobar Instagram, and Sky Elobar Twitter, and Sky Elobar Facebook. And if they want to check out what I'm up to, what's coming next, go to my IMDb.
Okay.
Sky Elobar. Can you post that on your thing?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great, dude. That'd be great. Get some people coming into my IMDb to see what I'm doing and start watching it, right?
Of course. I mean, I was on your page. I saw all the stuff you did and the stuff you got coming up. Yeah.
Shouldn't be bad, right? It's going to be good.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
I'm getting ready to go overseas to do a movie, so that
Nice.
should be
Nice.
coming out next year.
Okay. Okay.
So we'll
Well,
see.
well, yeah. If when the movie's out, like I would love for
I'll
you to
hit.
come back on and talk about it.
I will, dude, and I'll message you on the Instagram
Yeah,
page,
definitely, definitely.
and if I see pizza places and food places over there, I'll send them to you.
Okay, okay.
You check your Instagram all the time, right?
Yes, yes. And I'll definitely tell you how that pizza place is when I go visit my cousin in
Yeah,
Westchester.
report back to me.
Exactly. Exactly.
Got to get the scoop, dude, because we're going to be eventually coming out there to Philly soon before we
Okay.
go over. So
Oh, okay.
I'll hit you up. We'll go out for a drink or something.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yes.
Hit some good. There's some good Italian food in Philly, right?
There's so many places.
Yeah.
There's a ton of places, yeah.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Cool.
Awesome.
Anyway, nice
Well,
talking with you, man.
yeah, it was great talking to you, meeting you, and definitely have a great Christmas.
You too. Merry Christmas, Merry Greasemas, and Happy Greasy New Year. And you're going to edit this thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to, it's not going to be us flailing our arms. Anyway, thanks, brother.
Thank you, buddy.
Really
I
appreciate it,
really,
man. I'll hit you up soon.
yeah, definitely do. Yes.
And peace.
Peace. Have a good one, man.
You too, man. Talk soon.